Let's begin with the revision of an astrologer's days. Standard 12, chapter 1.1. Given below the some descriptions, discuss with them with your partner and find out one words to each of them. An example given below. The scientist studies the universe and object in it, including stars, planets, nebulae, and galaxies, that is astrologers. Thus, the study of movements of the planets, sun, moon, or star in the brief of this movement can be influence on the people live. The answer is that the astrology, a predict of what will happen in the future, that prophecy. The scientist discipline that the studies mental state or process, behavior the human and the other animal is called psychology. In the stories we are told that the town hall park was a remarkable place in many ways for astrologers to build his business, discuss in a group and list an exceptional quality of the place. ज्योतिष गुरु नायक ज्योतिषांचं that particular तर ज्योतिषांची आपल्याला इथं एक्सेप्शनल क्वालिटी ऑफ द प्लेस त्या ग्रुपची आणि त्यामध्ये लिस्ट करायची आहे. तस द स्ट्रगलिंग सर्जिंग क्राउड, shopping in the large number, variety of the traders, people with the various occupations, access to faint light from nearby shops and night. It was a bustling marketplace. That is what there. In that particular, the quality of that place we have to be seen, an astrologer's business was there. The astrologer never opened his mouth till the other had spoken for at least 10 minutes, discussed the reason the behind this act. He is a good and reader of the people. He needs to buy time to frame his answer and to question of his client. He uses the time of the week and client concerns against the working analysis of human problems that he is an expert at. He possibly take his time to impress on the client that he working hard and resolve the later problems. That is the particularly the astrologer never opened his mouth till the other had spoken for 10 minutes. A tactic used by the astrologers to earn his wages are analysis of human troubles, charming appearance, saying pleasant things to client, practicing at the busy marketplace. The astrologer appears to help to create impression on his client. Complete the following: the turban on his head, the sacred ash and vermilions on his forehead, eyes sparkled with the sharp abnormal gleams, dark whiskers and streaming down his forehead. Read the following sentences and choose the correct one. The astrologer says his Naik does not leave his village again, would to return his money, Francis to go back home and stop looking the man who tried to kill him, not find the killer. So third one, go back to home and stop for the man who is tried to killing him. According to the narrator, astrologer's success in his profession primarily due to his understanding of peoples. The story suggests that astrologers commit obvious pleasing peoples by the flattering them or supporting them their own views. So in this way you will be find out the examples of others questions. So prepare the speech on science and superstitions. Good morning. Respected principal and teachers and friend, I am here to speak on science and superstitions. Fact make for science while superstitions emerge from blind faith. There is no denying that most aspects of our life are based on the science and superstitions. Science works toward the exploring and rationalizing the unknown, and superstitions work on exploring the fear of the same. Science has been the key, playing the dimensified things around us, and has laid a strong foundation for the development of mankind. Superstition often stem from our religions, our mythological beliefs, and when people seek to desire outcome, they rely on superstitions conveniently sells as faith. It is easier to follow the superstition than consciously avoid it. In conclusion, I think it is an only fair to say that science engage our quest for reason while superstition remotely irrationality. Thanks you for being present listeners. So that's why you can write down this speech. Read the following proverb and share your views and expand the ideas. Actions speak louder than words. This this proverb reminds us of importance of actions over empty talk. Of many modes of communication, words have the strong impact on people. However, it is the action of an individual that determines his or her characters. Actions carries considerably more weight than words in building trust. Even the mind's actions reflects the manner and nature of individual actions are the tremendous importance when focusing on goals. Many individual talks high with regards the object and goals, but those words prove the unworthy if not backed by actions. Furthermore, actions are paramount importance when it is come to leaderships. For example, if the person talk all about the good wills for deeds but does not follow any of that in reality, he is just being vain, but the one who execute the accomplish these deeds in actually would be considered an trustworthy human being. So here we discuss the wise man has long ears and short tongue. Long ears signifies willingness to the patience and listeners keenly. A short tongue is the metaphor for self-control and allows someone to make his point before responding to it. There is actually very few among us who truly listen. Most of the simple hear when we hear our ears in receive the sound, but when we listen, we proceed and understand words. The given topic, this wise man has long ears and short tongues, is quite an apt statement because a wise man listens to respond and not react. This work in this favor has actually absorbed more in this case. Does not end up the wasting his energies on speaking even before the comprehending the spoken words. It is more beneficial for him in the longer runs to grasp something better than merely react quickly. Let us bear us mind that getting the point is far more significant than just making a point. Don't you think it is for this reason that nature has given us 2 ears and just one mouth? Song of Open Song of the Open Roads 2.1. The Song of Open Roads is a classical travel poem by Walt Whitman. A road is something everyone, rich and poor, used and hence build the association among the peoples. Road is also symbolized a call of adventurous and opportunity to hold enough to take the journey. The poet adds the poem and readers with the view and steer with them freedom, feeling of freedom. Furthermore, the road is significant mobility and as everyone can take the road, which is implies that one can ever start over and hurt toward the something new. Some examples and questions. Pick out the lines showing that poet prepared to enjoy the moment, every moment of his journey. Effort and light heart, I take to the open road, healthy, free and before me. Too long, too long borrow far before me, leading wherever I choose. And another has the healthy free word before I mean. Hence, I ask not to good fortune, I myself I am the good fortuners, and strong contempts as travel and open the road, the earth that is sufficient. So that is an example of preparing the journey. So here the poet has the person to free from the all inhibited. Discuss how the concept freedom is expressed in this poem. The poet is about the embark of the trip. He does not consider anything can restrict him, even his own hesitation in doubt. He says he is prepared for a light heart. He is physically fit and mentally without any dilemma. He is all just the follow the roads to his dream and destination, health and free. He does not depends on good luck or fortune to behind to be kind him. He has his life, his destiny in his hand, and it is confident that is enough. I ask not to good fortune, I myself as a good fortuners. From A2 we discuss second one. Write down the traits and poet exhibit enough through the following lines. One is done for you. Hence I ask for not good fortune myself, I am the good fortune and self confidence. Myself and good fortunate self confidence here mentioned. Hence I whimper no more, postpone no more, need nothing. So positive and self confidence reliance is there. I don't want constellations any neighbors. So self assurance and independence. I swear it is the impossible for me to get the rid of them. Clear thinking and knowing his mind, that is the answer. I am the find with them, I will fill them in the returns. Answer is aware and honest about himself. So now with the help of the following points and write the poetic appreciation of this poem Song of Open Roads about the poem, poet, themes, title, uh, poetic style, language, special feature, message, value, importance and opinion about the poem. Appreciation of the Song of the Open Road. Song of the Open Road is a classical travel poem written by Walt Whitman. This narrative poem centers on the quest for the freedoms and stunning a life of monotony to take to it open roads and curse through life. The poet's view the roads as a place that offer the countless opportunity, as it can be lead people to any more their desire to go. The people is written the free verse, the lines as rhythms for the varying length, and the poems make use a simple poetic device and such alliteration, paradox, antithesis, consonants, inverse, metaphors, repetition. That's are the particularly language poetic devices are uses. The afterwards special features is special metaphors when that roads actually means the road of life when like the consultations and influence people. The use of this poetic device conveys the message in lucid expressive narrative, hence add to the poetic appeal. The use of parentheses in fourth stanza, distinctive features of the poems that makes the stanza more of the remark and rather than a continuations of the central topic of the poem. Use the imaginary enhance the overall appeals. The use of imaginary accents the overall appeals and the poems will words like the long brown describe the roads. The roads healthy free describe the words and word like a food strong content describe the poets paint a pretty pictures of the poet's waterlust and the poems convey the message that we should not be bound by the routines of the ordinary life. Instead, we should step out into the open airs and live life in a free spirit manner. I like the poems for this timeless appears. It is derived me to set out and be free while leaving my worries behind. So this is the way you can be write down with the help of that points the appreciation of the poem. So Indian viewers, written by Sarojini Naidu. The poem is about the three-stage life: birth, youth, death. This is represented by three garments and viewers and three different times of the day. Color of the garments is the time of the during are being given the great importance of the symbolic of each stage. That's we have to be seen in this poem. The poet asks the why we are weaving the garment in the early morning, and viewer the answer the weaving garment a newborn child, and that is compare the color of the robe and blue colors wings wild helicons. So Sarojini Naidu written that the poems Indians wear their with their life. So the verse 3 stanza. The poem is mentioned different times and days and complete the table. Times, every word, phrases, viewers work. Early morning, break a day. A weaving robes a newborn child. Late in the evening, fall of the night, viewers were wedding bells for the queen. Cold night, that is moonlight, means night, and that's viewers weaves a shawl for the dead man's funerals. So now because there are the express views your views about the present condition of the viewers. Weaving has existed for thousands years in India. It was the second only to agriculture. Weavers and the fabrics from the various regions and we were know about around the world from the Begum Muslim and Kashmir Banarasi and clothes from the Indians renowned by the quality and fineness, designs and richness. Industrializations then brought a problem for them. Power looms and faster than manufacture large qualities in short time. Fashion houses in buy fabric from the weavers, but other labels and sell of them clothes at a very high price compared to the price laid down craftsmen. The craftsmen remain unknown their craft under the value and their life is poverty. Ancient skills are lost and some take learn from somewhere struggle. When debts are too much and commit the suicide, master viewers or sunside take up a job and there not want to be son struggle. Parents will not give the girls marriage for viewers and lack facilities their likeness water supply. Though the government has given the subsidies to viewers, most of it loss and bribes and viewers receive the negligence sum up. Describe your own words and step measure that can be taken to solve the problem of viewers. The following steps can be taken to solve their problems and viewer. The government level schemes should be introduced to protect the interest of viewers. They should be provided subsidies just of farmers. For example, governments provide them yarn at the discount price to help and them easily loan to set up their own looms. At the individual level, we citizen can support the viewers by buying their products, even if they prove more expensive and less elegant than the factory-made garments. We can keep a new weaver's made garment in our wardrobes to wear them at least on traditional occasions. So that is the way we can measure the can take and solve the problems of weavers. Pick out the rhyming words from the poems. So day, gay, wild child, night, bright, green queen, still chill, crowd shroud. That's are the rhyming word from the poem. So I'll discuss here only one or two. Give the antonyms and synonyms of the following and make the sentence of your own words. New, old. Sentence. It is the old practice to observe the fasting and religious festival. Synonym. Novel. A sentence. Cyber criminals always come up with the novels a way to scam people. Bright, dull. Antonyms. Sentence. The room appears quite dull as the two out of the three lights in the room were not working. Colorful, that became synonyms. Minnie wanted to wear the colorful costumes for the dance competitions. Now complete the following tables, figures of speech, lines, simile, imaginary, metaphor, alliteration. We have to discuss one by one. The rhyming scheme of first stanza A, B, B, and second and third stanza also A, B, B. The rhyming scheme is the same there in second and third stanza. So now we discuss that question. So simile, blue as the wings icons wilds. So afterwards, plums and peacocks, like a plums and peacock like is there, and white as a feather as the cloud. So as, like, and as, that is an example of simile. Imaginary, weavers weaving a break of day, that one. Weavers will rob the newborn child. Weavers weaving the fall at night. So here, weavers weaving the marriage bells of the queen. Weavers weaving solemn and still. And here, that's are above examples are the example of imagery. Break a day, fall a night, marriage well, chill, indicate the death, that is funeral shroud, that is the metaphor. In alliterations, there is full of alliteration in this poem also have. For example, weavers weaving, YV, WW is repeated in this poem. So now write an appreciation of the poem and compare the 4-line importance of the clothes that we discuss here. Indian Weaver is the poem's renowned poet Sarojini Naidu. The poet has been taken from the poet's first volume poetry, The Golden Threshold, published in the 1905. It contains the 3 stanza quarters with 2 rhyming couplets each. Third poem is This poem is metaphor for the three stages of human life: birth, youth, and death. The poet depicts Indian viewers who viewers tirelessly and different times while simultaneously describe the three stages of human life from birth, death, and just the viewers weaving from the dawn to night. And the poets choose three different timing settings: the viewers weaving the newborn baby's garment in the each morning, and queen's marriage veils in the evening, and the dead man shouts in the midnight. The central theme of the poem is the parallelisms that poets beautifully drawn between the three parts of the weaver's work and three stages of human life. The poem has been written imbibed trichometers in the three stanzas of rhyme scheme A A B B C C D D and E E F F respectively. The style used in poems simple and lucid, with each stanza begin with the questions and evoke them reader's interest and poetic device alliteration, consonants, inverse, metaphor, repetitions, and simile has been employed. Enhance the text and poetic appears. Use the simile blue as the wings, the icon winds, metaphors, the break of day compared to the childhood, alliteration, repetition, consonants, sound V